Hey everyone, Nigel and Luke here, and welcome to another edition of Crimes of the Week International.
On Monday, the U.S. Department of Justice announced that the wife of infamous drug lord El Chapo had been arrested in Virginia for her alleged involvement in the organization known as the Sinaloa Cartel. According to reports, 31-year-old Emma Coronel Aispuro was taken into custody at Dulles International Airport and is now facing several charges related to international drug trafficking. She is also accused of assisting her husband in his July 2015 prison escape, as well as plotting with others to plan a second escape during Chapo's 2017 extradition to the U.S. Aispuro appeared in federal court in Washington, D.C. via video link on Tuesday, where she was ordered to remain in detention for the time being. She is a dual citizen of the U.S. and Mexico.
On Wednesday, police in Indonesia announced that they had successfully recaptured a Russian fugitive after he escaped the custody of immigration officials 2 weeks earlier. According to reports, 32-year-old Andrei Kovalenko was arrested at a villa in the resort town of Kuta on the island of Bali. Also arrested was his 31-year-old girlfriend, Ekaterina Trubkina, who was accused of helping him escape. In early February, Kovalenko was released following an 18-month prison sentence for selling hash to tourists. After his release, he was handed over to immigration officials for deportation. He was wanted back in his home country on additional drug charges and was being sought by Interpol. While officials at the immigration office were completing his transfer paperwork, he made a break for it and disappeared outside. The escape was partially captured on surveillance video. Kovalenko is now awaiting deportation once again. Authorities say that his girlfriend could face up to 9 months in prison if convicted for aiding in his previous escape.
A South African man has been sentenced to 20 years in prison this week following his conviction for the terrifying murder of his girlfriend in 2018. According to reports, Mpho Thobani murdered Viwa Delangozi by pouring gasoline on her and setting her on fire in her apartment, after which he fled to the province of Limpopo. The judge in this case deviated from the prescribed minimum sentence of 15 years, describing Thobani as a coward and a cold-blooded killer. She also noted that it was her goal to protect the community by imposing an appropriate sentence. Prior to his conviction, Thobani also had a previous record of assault.
On Thursday afternoon, police in New South Wales announced that they had successfully captured a suspect wanted for the attempted murder of a woman at a luxury Sydney hotel. According to reports, 41-year-old Matthew Donaldson went on the run after he attacked a 26-year-old woman with what authorities described as a small sledgehammer. The woman was discovered unconscious in her room at the Primus Hotel on Tuesday night, with serious injuries to her face and head. On Wednesday, police issued an arrest warrant for Donaldson, following a raid of a residence in the suburb of Kingswood, where they discovered knives, ammunition, and other weapons. Donaldson was eventually located in some bushland near the town of Lapstone on Thursday afternoon, approximately 65 kilometers away from where the assault had taken place. Police say that the 26-year-old victim remains in serious condition.
Police in the city of Bergen say that they are currently investigating 2 bizarre bus thefts in the city that happened just hours apart this week between Monday night and Tuesday morning. According to reports, the first incident happened just after 11 p.m. on Monday night when a bus was stolen from a terminal area south of the city. The bus was driven a short distance within the terminal area before it was crashed into a wall. A bus driver who attempted to intervene was allegedly threatened by the suspect, who is said to be a young boy. The boy escaped after making the threats. The second incident happened between 5 and 6 a.m. on Tuesday morning when another bus was stolen and driven into a ditch. It is said to have sustained significant damage when it hit a mountainside. Police were able to apprehend a suspect in the second case, who was found with the keys to the bus in his pocket. They have not yet released the suspect's exact age, but they say that he is a boy in his teens older than 15.
Prosecutors say they are seeking a life sentence for a Singapore woman this week following her guilty plea in a gut-wrenching story involving the murder of her live-in maid from Myanmar. According to reports, 40-year-old Gayathiri Miragayan pled guilty to a number of charges including culpable homicide in the death of 24-year-old Piang Nhai Don, who suffered unimaginable abuse at the hands of her and her husband. For close to 10 months, Piang was assaulted daily, deprived of food, and humiliated. And for the final 12 days of her life, she was tied to a window grill at night while she slept on the floor. Piang weighed just 24 kilograms when she died in July of 2016 from a final assault. As Miragayan awaits sentencing, her mother and husband are still facing charges in the case. The husband, Kelvin Chelvim, was employed as a police officer prior to the murder, but has since been suspended from the force.
Authorities in Germany and Belgium say that they have made Europe's largest ever cocaine bust, following an international operation that lasted more than a week. According to reports, more than 23,000 kilograms of the illicit drug was seized in 2 separate shipments, leading to the arrest of a 28-year-old suspect from the Netherlands. The massive bust happened after customs officers in the port city of Hamburg received a tip from colleagues in the Netherlands about 3 shipping containers carrying construction putty. When officials investigated, they found thousands of kilos of packaged cocaine concealed in more than 1,700 cans of the putty. Following the bust, Dutch authorities began to investigate the recipient of the cargo in Hamburg, leading them to a second suspicious shipment bound for Antwerp. Belgian authorities found thousands of kilos more in the second shipment. Officials say the drugs would have been worth billions of euros if they had made it to the street.
Somerset police are facing ridicule from the public this week after reports that they investigated an apparent act of random kindness as a potential crime. The news comes following an appeal from police on Facebook, who were seeking information about a mystery man in the town of Frome who had put money and a note through a woman's letterbox. The man was later tracked down and confirmed that he was simply trying to perform a generous act. A spokesman for the Somerset police has since said that they launched their investigation because of a report from the recipient of the money, who was concerned that it had been wrongly delivered. That brings us to the end of this edition of Crimes of the Week International. If you're a fan of the new series, don't forget to tell us in the comments section below. While you're there, make sure to subscribe to Crime Zone for more true crime content like this, making sure to hit the notification bell to stay up to date with our latest videos. Thank you for watching.